get our back, no turning round, we're on the attack. Rum in our cups and steel in our hands, the devil's crew, we take what we can. The sea is our kingdom, the storm is our guide, with the waves and the thunder we're side by side. All ye landlubbers better step aside, for the black flag flies and we're full of pride. Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. Village we plunder, we fight till we die. Raise the black, watch them cry. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with the storm on our side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave. And the smoke, we charge through the night. Pirates of legend, we bring the fight. Gold and silver, the spoils we claim, but freedom's the banner that burns in our flame. The captain, he roars to the plank he'd go, but we laugh with cheer while the cold winds blow. For in this life of rags and bone, we dance with death and we'll take the throne. Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. We pillage, we plunder, we fight till we die. Raise the black, watch them cry. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with the storm on our side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave. Oh, the sea, she calls our name. The wind, the salt, and the roaring flame. On the horizon, a crimson dawn. With the black flag flying, we march on. Row! Raise the black, raise it high, sing yo ho ho to the sky. Heart a given and no tears to cry. Raise the black, watch them die. Yo ho, yo ho, raise the black, raise it high. Yo ho, yo ho, with the storm on our side we fly. Yo ho, yo ho, let the black flags wave. Yo ho, yo ho, we'll send them to their grave.
Hopefully it all works right now. Okay. Alright, there's some life. What the fuck? Holy crap. Everything's actually working? Ain't no way. Not on the first go. You know what? That works well enough for me. Okay, let me at least get all my other stuff organized here. I'm gonna put you up top here. I turn this down just a tad. Actually, you know, this kind of works well within my favor. Like, really well within my favor. Alright, let me go ahead and adjust the settings here. That should do it for the time being. Okay, that's set up right there. I'm gonna throw you up right there. And I think I'm gonna put you down here. And just... hold on, let me adjust myself here real quick. Oh. Okay, so I do have to keep that full screen. Check. Okay, well, if that's the case, that is perfectly fine. What am I missing? There we go. There it is. And... yeah, we're good. Okay. I just need one more test. See if this will work. Perfect. What do you know? Everything's actually working. Holy crap. Okay. Everything looks more or less stable, although that yellow's got me quite concerned. But, okay, so now we're kinda in the green, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure the internet's just not strong enough for this. But, hopefully everything stays as is, for the most part. Anyways, welcome there one and all. This is your captain speaking, coming at you live on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And it has been quite the busy week, if I do say so myself. A lot of stuff's been happening. A lot of stuff's been going on. And a lot of testing and everything too. Let me get rid of these captions here. There we go. But, yeah, I've been kind of busy trying to get everything to more or less work properly right out the get-go. There's still a few things that I have to take care of, mainly just due to the chat, as well as finding better internet. And also, still on the hunt for a new place, so that's kind of in the works, because I need a more spacious type of area. And on top of it all, just better internet in the area. So there's that. But other than my usual grievances, I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. I hope all of you are not overworking yourselves too much. And I hope you're also taking some time to enjoy some of the great outdoors, considering that the weather hasn't been too bad as of late. As for me, like I said, been real busy. A lot of stuff I needed to do here and there. But also managing to do a good amount of catching up in both anime as well as manga. And speaking of catching up, I actually managed to this beautiful manga right here, The Masochist Hero with the Monster Girls. I actually managed to catch up all the way up to the current chapter, which is also a good thing and a bad thing, because it really kind of left off at a cliffhanger, and now I'm just sitting here just going, I really can't wait. I really cannot wait. So there's that. But all in all, I've been having a pretty much a blast reading this one. That and a few other ones. But I'm thinking about also starting to post like little segments of manga that I read online as well. Mostly just due to the fact of like, you know, I found a funny scene or I looked at a funny thing, and lo and behold, here we are. So just been doing a little bit more like brainstorming here on the side, as well as just, you know, just looking around, taking care of things, all that good stuff. And yeah, got a lot of things in the works, a lot of gears turning, and I'm just, if I sound a little off or a little nasally or a little tired today, I've been trying to fight back this sickness for a bit. It's cold. I guess you could say the fatigue has finally kind of caught up with me, so my body's been on maintenance mode for the most part. I still at least managed to get a good sweat in, because I think about at least getting rid of whatever was left, but the fatigue still hits pretty damn hard. Let's see, as for, I'm just going down my list here, as for what's going to be going on this week, we have a collab that's going to be going on Friday for Repo, so do get excited for that. We've got a whole bunch of people coming together, and it's going to be a fun time. Let's see. Also a possible one on Saturday. Can't promise anything, but there's still going to be one on Saturday, so do get it. So even if there is no collab, we'll still be doing some fun stuff. Let's see. Thursday's a usual day. We're also going to be doing a nice little reading from the encyclopedia, so do get psyched for that. As well as Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is also a possible collab. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. I think I've covered just about every... Oh, right. So I know this is still kind of way ahead into the timeline, but I'd figure I might as well share this with all of you first and foremost. I'll be reminding you over time, but at least for today, number one, we're doing a stress test because I'm trying to see if I could stream on 3 platforms without the system completely shitting itself. And another thing is, on June 12th, I am going to be leaving out of town. Gonna go visit another buddy of mine. As well as I might not return up until the 17th. So I'm gonna be gone for quite a bit of time. Now granted, it's mostly just on my days off, but considering that it's also going to be, you know, Friday and Saturday I'm going to be gone, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. So during that week, I'm gonna actually stream earlier just to kind of make it up to you, since I'm not gonna be streaming those 2 to 3 days. So there's that. Now, I think that's relatively... Yeah, I think I've covered pretty much everything. But yeah, for my calendar that I got, so I'll be reminding you, you know, week after week, and then once the days start coming along, I'll make sure to be posting some more. But, oh yeah, also news, I did manage to start up an Instagram, so there's not much on there, but I would appreciate a follow. As well as I will try to see how this test goes overall today, because I'm trying to stream on Twitch, YouTube, as well as Kick. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how that all kind of shapes out. But do stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be very, very interesting. Other than that, still a bit of tweaking on the side, a little bit more learning on the side, but do expect some more content for me to start posting out in the near future. As well as, I do have a few things that I got lined up for us this week, so it's gonna be a fun time. There was just a lot that I had to do prior to. As for today's plan, like I said, it's mostly just gonna be kind of like a stress type of day in terms of seeing if the connection holds up. So if anything comes in kind of staticky or the quality might dip, please let me know and I'll adjust fire accordingly. But we'll just have to wait and see. Other than that, let's see. That should relatively be it. In terms of introductions, anyway. So, with that out of the way, let's see. Everything else is good, more or less. I do want to double check something, just to be on the safe side. Oops. Hold on. I still want to keep it all going, but give me a second here. I moved a couple of things around, so do bear with me while I take care of all this. Let's see. Okay. I want to try to. All right. Let me go ahead and go. I just want to make sure that everything's working more or less on the manager side of things. Okay. All right, so yeah, so everything's working more or less, but yeah, it's gonna be quite the stress test today. There we go. But other than that, hang on, let me move this picture down just a tad bit. There we go. But yeah, today's gonna be just trying to see if everything's gonna hold up together. Oh, funny enough, right? Since I've been doing a whole bunch of like background tests and everything, there's one program that I actually found that was interfering with OBS, believe it or not. And it was a program that I've been using for years, mostly just for, you know, better sound quality for just myself before I even started streaming. Turns out that the free program FX Sound, which is pretty much like sound effects for better output, actually clashes with OBS quite a bit. Oh, ahoy there, Andy. Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of just yapping about and talking about news and what to expect for this week. But turns out that a lot of times that when my OBS was crashing was simply due to the fact that the outputs between both OBS and FX Sound were kind of butting heads with each other. Funny enough how just a simple program like that would cause so much mischief to my recordings and everything else. So today I simply just turned it off, just to make sure that we don't lose any sort of quality or anything of that nature. So yeah, there's that. Plus there's going to be a whole bunch of other things I'm going to be taking care of, more or less, but for the most part, I have identified one of the problems. There might be more programs that I might have to look into, but I was honestly surprised when I did my research on this online to find out that FX Sound from Windows would actually clash with OBS hard. And it was a very strange thing to me, unless Twitch decides to make it sound like it's skipping. That's what I'm trying to also test today, because if it was due to the fact of it being Twitch, or it could have been something on my end. Hence why I'm trying to do all of this live. Because I tried setting up like test streams and everything else, but it just wasn't working properly. It wasn't getting the feedback that I wanted. So I thought to myself, fuck it, we'll just do it live. Because that's what's been doing every once in a while. Yeah, it might be Twitch. But, like I said, I dropped that program, at least while I'm streaming. So just to avoid any sort of clashes and whatnot. But yeah, let me know how the audio is running during and even after stream, because I want to get at least a good idea of where it stands. So that way, if I did find out the culprit, cool. Because at least for the most part, whenever I needed to switch an audio output through that system, it would completely crash my OBS. So I went, okay, so I just won't use it during stream. But it was like the weirdest thing, right? It barely used like any sort of resources. I'm talking like 0.2% of just resources. But to think that a program that small for outputs would have such a huge clash with something like OBS, it really makes you wonder why some programs are how they are. But I mean, hey, it's one of the many problems that I hopefully have fixed for the future anyway. Now let's see. Yeah, so currently right now, alright, so Kick's not working, so I'm gonna have to turn that off for the time being. So it's mostly just going to be, I guess, Twitch and YouTube today. I might have to do this at a different time, at a different place. But more or less, it should, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at a different time. But either way, hey, if it works, it works. Let's see, other than that, sounds like OBS doesn't play well with others. Yeah. Here's the weird thing about OBS. Unless like you actually physically, you know, install a plugin or wrap a program with it through a certain installer, like the one that I use to do multi-streams for, because that does not come with OBS. You have to physically install that one. Like, you have to run all that, you know, while everything's off, and then test it, you know. Not gonna bore you with too much of it, but you practically gotta step by step to make sure that it runs. And I already got another new program that's going to be complementing OBS on top of the multi-stream program, so there's even going to be more of that I'm going to have to test out later as well. So kindly be patient with your captain as he's trying to make sure that everything's working properly. But other than that, at least in terms of like GPU and CPU problems, there aren't going to be any. And for... yeah, at least just for that anyway. So, that's neither here nor there. Other than that, I think that is relatively it. Well, whatever was making the soundscape seems to have stopped for now. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to see like what's been causing issues, what's not been causing issues. Doing my research while also managing so many other things, so... I mean, any progress is good progress, right? But we'll just have to wait and see just how smooth everything goes. And speaking of smooth, I'm still gonna have to work on trying to find some better internet as well. Because even though I'm currently jumping between the 2000s to the 3000s, and I'm gonna need some better internet other than this one. Might actually have to go ahead and get into fiber internet, but that's gonna be towards the near future, if anything. Let's see. Other than that, I think that's relatively it. Yeah, so more or less just kind of testing. Please give me your feedback, whether it's on Discord, X, any sort of DMs to reach out to me, be like, hey, this fucked up, or this here isn't working properly. Just let me know. Just let me know. Other than that, I think that is relatively it. I'm just gonna do a quick mic test. Okay, so that works. Okay, cool. All right, now we could get on to the real stress testing for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my ass all the way up here. Okay, as for... You know, that's actually fine where it's at. What I'm going to do now is try to pull up Steam, like so. So we could get this party started, and fingers crossed, hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, let me go ahead and change the status of this real quick. Cool. Alright, time to fire this bad boy up. And let me go ahead and bring us over to... I always hated that color. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I moved myself over, so that's why. Oh, okay. Because seeing how it resized, okay, that makes sense. Okay, if that's going to be the case, yeah, because now it just resized again. Let me go ahead and move. I think right about there should be good. Yeah, no, that should be good. And we're gonna get some of that going. I'm gonna pause the music. Oh. Hang on a second. Almost forgot. There we go. And then open that back up. Perfect. So last time on Morto, we were actually stuck here. So we got ourselves a brand new shoddy. We had to fight through legions of some very unholy... That is still a very fat bird. Unholy legions. And we fought a huge wolf girl that for some odd reason really did not like us. I will say this much. It is kind of weird not having those sound effects, because holy hell, it's a lot quieter for me on this end. But you know what? That's fine. That just means I can boost it up a tad bit. Damn, it sounds a little bit flat. But you know what? If that's what's gonna take to have a smoother stream, so be it. I'm gonna give you a squeeze. I still love that. No. Alright, progress saved. Also, cheers, by the way. Today, I am sipping on a cinnamon tea mixed in with a little bit of whiskey. It's not necessarily the health potion that I usually make, but it's a close second. Relaxes the body and warms the soul. And you know what? It's not actually too bad. Oh, the whiskey that I'm using is a Gentleman's Jack whiskey. It's been mostly just trying to clean out some of the spare cheap stuff that I have. So boom. But yeah, bit of cinnamon tea mixed in with some whiskey. Oh yeah. But if you can find yourself with anything with like a pumpkin spice of sorts, oh yeah, then you're gonna have yourself a real good time. Oh right. Wait. I thought we already beat the boss. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. We already beat the boss. Okay, yeah, we're down here now. I'm like looking at it, going like, wait, why is that the latest one? And I'm like, oh, it doesn't go that way. It goes the other way in terms of recent saves. Got it. But we got the bone gun now, so let's see what this bad boy can do. We need a volunteer. Okay. Not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. I think we made it to the Mushroom Kingdom, and I'm not talking about the one from Mario either. You know, a lot of these sound effects actually remind me of a lot of Half-Life 1. Great game, by the way. Would love to go back and play that again. But holy hell, there was just a lot. Oh, hold on, got a message here real quick. Oh, fan art. Nice. But other than that, oh yeah, when I was reading the Masochist for Monster Girls manga that I managed to actually catch up on. Oh my goodness, this dude, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but this dude has gotten into some pretty deep water. But it's I love the fact that the theme behind that entire manga is just that no matter what he does, right? No matter how hard he tries to get laid by one of these bad girls, man, oh man, his skills like get in the way. Like, it's bad enough, you know, in an anime or a manga, we have a character that interrupts you of you know, getting it all freaky and everything. It's even worse when it's literally your own abilities in a fantasy world. Because number one, what I like about it, it's not another isekai. And number two, the fact of the matter is that like the dude is trying his damnedest, right? He's literally throwing himself into danger just to get laid. And his skills are just an absolute hindrance to him. Whew. Okay. Whew. Okay, now I'm starting to feel a bit like the plumber running through all this. Okay, much better. But yeah, this dude, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything because it's actually a very fun read. But holy crap, this dude is doing everything in his power to put himself into a compromising position, while also, in a way, trying to convince everyone else, oh, he actually has a plan. He goes like, nah, I'm really just surrendering myself, because I really want this to happen. Unlike Kazuma, who finds out the absolute hard way that it's not going to work out for him. This dude is just like, yes, my body is ready. And he got real close. Hey, Gunman, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We were just talking about the manga I was reading, the Monster Hunter. Hang on, let me just make sure that I'm saying the title right. Where is it? Gotta look through all my manga here. Give me a second. Wait, no, that's. Yeah, the former hero is a monster girl masochist. We've been talking about that manga. It good? Oh yeah, it good. It is very, very good. Sadly, I catched up to it. It's not over. It's just that, you know, you really get into a manga and then you're fully caught up in it in like less than a day. But holy crap, I was just talking about it and just saying like how much this dude in this fantasy world, right? It's not an isekai, it's just pure fantasy. How he's just absolutely just like, I can't get turned on by normal women, but monster girls, so he's like, his Excalibur is fully risen. Problem with that, right? Big problem. It's just that every single time he just surrenders. I'm talking like full on, you know, drops the sword, drops the clothes, like he is ready to go. But he's also trying to play it off at the same time as him being like, oh no, this is totally a plan that I'm doing. That, yeah. Just totally the plan. Only, squishies! Oh, it's so many good big squishies. Oh, it's so squishies. But, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. But, either his skills would absolutely just get in his way, or it gets to a point where someone else is now starting to interfere with it, and he's just like, God damn it, they're so lucky. Like, one of his party members, who's a rookie that she's traveling with them, she has this ability that literally attracts monsters to her, almost like, you know, as bait. And the funny part about that is every single time she alerts them all, he is just stuck with this unbelievable amount of jealousy, wishing it was him. It's like, why is it gotta be her and not me? It's like, it's not fair. But he also needs to play it off like it's an actual plan and strategy that he's doing, rather than him just throwing himself to any monster girl just to get a bit of poon. And frankly, it's been a fun ride, considering that they touch a little bit on their abilities, and he even describes a lot of them, just as like, oh, look at the scales, that tight bod, has those wonderful big eyes, and he's just like, she's perfect. And I go, you know what? After trying to save the world from monsters, only if you're just saying all I want is just a little gratification from that, yeah, the man deserves it. Fuck do you want? Fuck off. But yeah, the dude is just desperately. And one of the chapters, like I said, no spoilers, because I really want y'all to read it. One of the chapters, the dude is absolutely, like, I'm talking this close. Like, a pinch of salt close to actually going at it, only for his literal Excalibur, not his sword, by the way, his personal sword, to beam blast the monster girl, and then they can't screw anymore, and he is just cursing the gods because of it, because he just goes, why? Just fucking why? I was this close. And the fact that she even liked him, too. And I just went, dude cannot catch a break. And his Faerie, who's constantly just been like, oh, that was your plan the entire time, right? To do this, this, and this. He goes, yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah, yep, that was my plan, all right. Yep, you nailed it. Mm-hmm. A lot of times he's just so disappointed that he's in tears, and it's absolutely freaking hilarious of what the dude's been going through. Ooh, he wasn't very nice, now was he? But yeah, he was just absolutely, he was just not having it. But there is a point in the manga where there's an actual... Maybe that might be getting into spoiler territory a bit much. Calm down. Yeah, no. There is a point, at least in the chapter, where the amount of monster girls does grow. And he's just all for it. But then he's also kind of conflicted because some of them were formerly humans. But then he just says, fuck it, a monster girl's a monster girl, I'm ready to go. But, yeah, he is... he just can't catch a break, man. He cannot catch a break. And just the absolute amount of misunderstandings that people get of him is just... It's so good at just how close he gets, you know, how close he manages to get to almost getting laid, only for something either for his volition or someone else's to go absolutely wrong. And it's funny, it's not like those like cliche, like, oh my god, I just saw you both naked together. It's like, no. It's completely just out of pocket, just, why the fuck did this just happen? Like, this was not how this was supposed to go at all. And, yep. The poor guy is just absolutely just getting cock-blocked by his own powers. It is just, oh. Whoever thought of this idea, kudos to them, because I absolutely adore this. It's the same kind of feeling like when I first discovered, like, Monster Musume, interspecies reviewers. Like, it's a take on something that's completely out of pocket, but also at the same time being that much more enjoyable. It's like, what happens if they were in our world? What happens if all of them were brothels? What would happen if you were the hero of this story, trying to get laid, but your power said no? Like, there's gotta be, like, some sort of just oof to that, whenever it comes to something of that nature. Gotcha. So this is more like a machine pistol more than anything. Okay, it's not bad, it's not bad. Yeah, the dude is trying his damnedest to still try to get laid, and... It's like, you really do start feeling bad for the guy. Especially in one of the earlier chapters. I mean, my man was so close. He was so close to just getting just a little bit of it. And he's just... And, it was almost sad in a way. Like, what happened? And I just went, come on, man. It's like... It's already bad enough that he gets denied that Monster Girl poon, but at the same time, just the way that, like I said, that chapter happened was like made me feel even more sad than per usual. I just went, damn, that's just, But yeah, I'm trying not to spoil too much, but goddamn, is it a good read. Okay, I need to figure out how to open this thing. Because all this is closed. The only way I see going from here is just up. Unless there's something underneath the water. Ah, look at that. There was. I'm pretty sure we don't need oxygen since they did say we're a golem of sorts. Just saying. Okay, so there's an air hole, so I'm gonna assume that, yes, we do need oxygen. Classic. Get some air, go back down, and swim. Swim, swim, swim. Yeah, that manga is absolutely just entertaining to just read. Oh, I went backwards. Hold on. Hold on. I'm still on the hunt for more manga like that, so I'll keep you all posted if I find anything else. But good lord, that shit is just so good. I can't wait for the next chapter. Because like I said, the last one left at a cliffhanger, and I really want to know what happens next. This is me when I'm done playing around with that one fly in my room that refuses to die. You bring out the 12 gauge. I don't got bug spray, but I got the next best thing. It's called the Fly Swatter 3000. Fuck you. Hey, no tongue. You can't just do that when you meet somebody. It's inappropriate. I've also been reading on... What was that other one that I'm reading on currently? Because they came out with an anime for it, and I got more curious about it since there's only like 4 or 5 episodes. Which one is it? Okay, no, I'm catching up on that one. Wait. Oh yeah, Kanasama Akumand. So it's practically like the demon princess falls in love with like a lowlife dude. I'm pretty sure you've seen just stuff about it online. She takes this dude because she really likes the way that his soul seems, and she wants to kind of... What's the best word to put it? Groom him, like before she devours his soul, but she actually ends up falling madly in love with the guy. And it gets to the point of where they get into all these types of hijinks where, funny enough, shit actually develops between the two. While also at the same time, the dude gets his popularity streak where a whole bunch of like angels and other class members start falling for him. But funny enough, instead of him actually being one of those romance characters where he just goes, oh, I don't know what to do. Dude is not only just full on saying, I wish to be with this girl and like I wish to do things with her too. But this dude is loyal to a T with her. Like some of the chapters he is, and I'm saying this, he is absolutely just tempted by all these busty ladies. But he, funny enough, stays strong and he commits to her. But that still hasn't stopped the other girls from trying. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. I've read a good amount of like romance novels as well as like harems and whatnot. But this dude, he ain't being one of those normal protagonists. He is just 100% on board with just sticking with one girl and that's it. And he knows exactly what he wants. And crazy part of this, right? I know they actually develop a relationship with them, and you don't have to wait forever for it to happen. At first, it's more or less like it starts off feeling very one-sided. She has an alternative agenda, and he has, that is a big floof. That is, oh my goodness, that is a big floof. Oh, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Oh, can I? I wish to pet. Friendly creatures seem to want to take you somewhere. It's so floof. We get our whole big floof. You're our fast travel. Absolute floof. I like moths. Moths are really adorable. Take me back? Friendly creature seems to want to take you somewhere. I wish there was a button to pet you. You are so floofy, and I love it. Oh, you even got a little flower on your head. Look at that. Aw, I gotta name you. I gotta name you something. What's a good name for a moth? Maggie? Maybe Maggie the moth? I think that might... She kind of looks like a Maggie. You know, Maggie the moth. Yeah. She's so floofy and chunky. I love it. We will protect you. See, I knew we weren't supposed to do anything with the squishies. The squishies are part of her. And we must defend the squishies, as well as Maggie right here. But, where was I? Oh yeah, so with that manga / anime, the fact that the dude is actually, number one, he's being loyal to his girlfriend to a T, so real props to actually making a character that knows what he wants. But the fact that the relationship is actually developing is just really something special here. Stay the fuck down. But yeah, if you like those type of romance novels and whatnot, I would actually strongly recommend that one, because funny enough, yeah, it's actually good. So I've been reading that one. I think I'm on one of the spots where they just got done with a trip for winning a beauty pageant. Ow. Yeah. Ooh, our health is not looking too good. Health, please? No. Okay. But yeah, really decent manga. And the anime is actually pretty damn entertaining to watch with all their usual hijinks. But I love the honesty of the actual male protagonist just being like, yes, I wish to do these wonderful things with you, while also at the same time remaining very, very wholesome. So I'm just like, you know what? Kudos to them to actually make an anime and manga that's gonna be like, oh, an actual budding relationship that you could see in real time. Make more of those! But holy crap, I was absolutely loving. Yeah, I'm also kind of having to pay attention considering just how low my health is right now, so... Okay, before we go on ahead... That looks like a boss chamber if I ever saw one. Please let there be a safe point up here. Please, 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 please. Oh, this is the grave of the hero you were talking about. Big bro, look! It's the old hero's tomb. Can you believe it? Finally. Finally. Yes. Thank you so much, big bro. I wouldn't have managed to find this without you clearing the way. I want to save the big reveal for when you got here, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, it's just a normal skeleton. I mean, what'd you expect? Looks can be deceiving. I'm sure its raw power is overwhelming. I'm sorry to ask this, bro, but could I save eating these bones for a little bit later? I'll keep them in my coffin for a bit. I have to show it off, of course. Gotta make the other golems jealous. No one would believe me otherwise. So I'll catch you around next time we meet. I'll show you just how strong I've gotten. Thank you for your help, big bro. I'll pay you back for real soon. Rook hands you a missing eye of a doll. Oh, nice. We get one more, we can boost up our healing. Well, they died with, quite an interesting position. You know what? I'm not gonna ask too many questions. Maybe there's just something about I don't know. I see you, kitty. I see you lurking around in there. Don't think I don't see you. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Oh boy. Ooh. Gotcha. I need a save point though. I am dreadfully low on healing. Hydrate. Oh, don't mind if I do. Today is a cinnamon tea mixed in with a little bit of whiskey, because trying to get over this cold. Cheers. And so far, it's been doing work. It's definitely been doing work. That looks even worse than the other room. I love cinnamon tea, right? I usually drink this one closer to the evening since, number one, it's a much more calming flavor, and number two, there's no caffeine in this tea, so it's even better to help me fall asleep. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually drink like a blueberry pomegranate tea during the morning because it has a wee bit amount of caffeine in it. Out of mana. I was wondering why I wasn't doing the cool freaking flip and shoot. Okay. Gotta play this smartly. Okay, they're just gonna let me shoot them. You know what? If it's in the game, I'm gonna use it. If it's in the game and the developer allows it, I'm gonna use it. Gotcha. But yeah, we were just talking about some of the manga I've been reading as of recent, and one of them being the... I don't know the English version of it. They might have the English version. Hold on. The Kanan-sama Akumaid. Practically the demon chick that falls in love with the main protagonist, even though all she wanted to do in the first place was just eat his soul. But I was telling the other mates about it because, funny enough, I do kind of like a bit of a romance novel every once in a while. But fact of the matter being that this one actually has a legitimate budding relationship is one of those mangas that are just few and far between getting like an actual relationship development going. Not to mention a bunch of really fun hijinks and whatnot. Oh, I did not even notice. Damn, I'm out of rounds. Okay, that'll work. The fact that their movement is so sporadic, that it makes me a hell of a lot nervous to like most modern games. Because at least with the modern games, you can kind of keep up to where the enemy's moving, but like seeing that sporadically, just back and forth, it really does give a very unnerving feeling. Okay, okay, I see some of you. I'm out of mana, but I'm not out of bullets, though. Ah! Bitch! It got me good. It didn't take us. Oh, it took us all the way. Oh. Bugger me. We should have saved. You know what? I deserve this. I deserve this. I absolutely 100% deserve this. I'm a freaking idiot. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by that manga just being, well, number one, it has its fun little hijinks, but number two is absolutely, you know, finally going somewhere with the relationship. Although I do have to say, one of my favorite characters in that manga has to be the dark-skinned, blonde succubus maid that they have there, because she is doing her damnedest to get them hitched, but considering that both want to play coy, she gets to the point of where she absolutely almost loses her shit and is just resorting to like try to physically make them just make a move. And she's trying to play Cupid, but at the same time she wants things to progress. You know, she's not one of those characters that, oh no, you can't do lewd things with each other. She goes like, nah, nah, nah. I want you to do as many lewd things with each other as possible. It is in my nature to see this happen. And I go, huh. Someone is like a character that actually wants things to progress. I could get behind on this. Yeah, definitely a fun read. The anime is pretty decent in itself. Couple of things I noticed though when I was, oh look at all the squishies. Couple of things that I noticed when I was reading it though. Some of the designs were kind of covered up in terms of what the manga shows, which I mean, I can't even really stay surprised anymore. It's kind of a thing with some studios. Because there is a whole bunch of fan service in both the manga as well as the anime, but I guess they have a limit, at least in terms of when the show is aired, of how much they can expose before things start getting too questionable. But okay, save. I gotta start save scumming like a madman, cause good lord. That backtrack was not fun. But yeah, honestly, a pretty good read. If you're looking for something that's a bit on the innocent side, but actually has some good, what's the term I'm looking for? Some good relationship progress. It's slow, but at the same time, it's actually quite nice that things actually go somewhere with the two characters. Plus, the dude is absolutely hilarious into just how honest he is with the main character. How he keeps on telling her, it's like, I wish to do all these wonderful things with you. And whenever she acts like cute or coy, he can't help but just have his... He can't help but be smitten by her beauty. But funny enough, considering that she's a demon, though, she acts all innocent and coy, because she absolutely has zero experience when it comes to men. Because all she's ever done was feed off of souls. That was pretty much it. That's all she did, was just feed off of souls. So to be in a relationship, she really doesn't know how to react to some of it. Which, in itself, is actually pretty damn funny. But yeah, oh no, her maid, on the other hand, oh my god, she is just... On the one hand, she's on the side of the demon girl, because obviously she works for her. But on the other side, she just goes like, would you two just fuck already? Like, she gets very desperate in trying to get them to get physical together. And it is just absolutely hilarious whenever she does. Boom. And the fact that I like her so much, because what's great about her character is not only, well, number one, aesthetically pleasing, but also number two, to the fact that she is literally the embodiment of practically any enjoyer of manga or anime when they just want the two characters to just get together. And it's hilarious of just how much she vents out her frustration. And with you, the audience, would be like, I completely 100% agree. And it is absolutely hilarious. Like, the lengths that she would go to just make them have a moment. But yeah, definitely a fun read. Highly recommend it. Okay. I think we're getting close to Maggie the Moth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting close. And then we're gonna travel back so we can actually... So we don't have to backtrack. Hoo. This game can be pretty unforgiving. Whoop. Also, Kitty, what have you been up to today? I feel like I've been yapping for quite some time now. Yeah, come here. Gotcha. I think I gotta tune up my sensitivity here a little bit. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, let's tune it up just a tad, so... Okay, there we go. Not much, honestly. No, that's fair. Been practicing digital arts. Ooh, well, that's still something. Yeah, for me, I've just been doing more online courses for like video editing, thumbnails, all that fun stuff. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. That and also just regular adult responsibilities that you gotta do. So there's also that. Never had much success with drawing digital, but I've actually made progress. Hey, that's good. That's really good. I do get a little bit jealous sometimes when I do meet a lot of artists, because number one, y'all do fantastic work, because for me, I can't draw anything to save my life. I do not have the hands or just dexterity for something like that. But I appreciate the art itself. Okay, right, I went this way. Okay, we gotta be very careful because we do not have healing. Oh, there we go. I wonder if there's an option to interrupt the reload, because I could really use that. Weapon wheel, options, search, player setup. Oh, they have an auto aim. Huh, how about that? Skin, class, Texas Dread. I didn't even know we had classes. Wait. Always run on, switch on pickup, yes. Miscellaneous options. Disable keyboard cheats, enable cheats for all games. Not what I'm looking for. Ah, well. I'm pretty sure I'll find it eventually. Ah! Gotcha. Hell's not looking too good, but I know we're getting close. I know we're getting close. I can feel it. I can feel it like the muscle soreness I feel after every single workout day. Whew. Okay, that was close. Whew. Why are they tougher the second time around? I don't get it. Thank goodness this dude can hold the gun ever so straight, because good lord. My arms would be kind of done after holding a revolver of that size for so long. I'm kind of glad all these eggs don't hatch and try to eat me. Oh, there she is. There's Maggie. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. Oh, I wish there was a button to pet you. That'll make it a 10 out of 10 game. Alright, progress is saved this time, so now we can actually go back to where we were before. Alright, Maggie, take me back. It's so floofy. See, this is why we spare all these little squishies. I guess now we have this big mama squishy to take us to wherever we want. Well, for the most part, anyway. We must protect the squishies and kill all the bad bugs around here. Whew, close one. Oh, thank goodness. I honestly thought for a moment we killed one of them. I was gonna be like, no! Load. Fuck it. When in doubt, shotgun out. I hear you, you son of a bitch. Come here. Never enough shells, I tell you. Let's see, what else have I been pretty much up to as of late? I've been really doing much, considering I was sick for the past week. Also just been doing a whole lot of catching up. Feeling sick, you know, it kind of has its ups and downs. On the one hand, you feel like absolute trash. However, on the other hand, though, you get to catch up on all your favorite shows and whatnot. So, silver lining to everything. Okay, alright, we left off over here. I kind of want to backtrack and save, so that way I don't have to go through all this combat again. I could just go straight into it. Oh, I can't go over the edge. Yeah. I'm excited though, because this week's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of collabs, a lot of chaos is going to be happening. And just an overall good time. Wait, where's the save point again? Oh, right, it's right here. Perfect. Actually, yeah, I did do something yesterday since I was actually feeling a bit more energy towards the evening. I started making some meatballs with a little bit of mushroom gravy because I made a good amount of pasta a couple days back. And I was thinking of what to have it go with because usually I would have like pasta with, you know, rotisserie chicken or beef. And I thought to myself, you know what, I kind of want to mix it up a little bit today. So I went ahead and I got some meatballs, a little bit of mushroom gravy, and you know what? It actually turned out to be pretty damn good. The sauce was very complimentary with the noodles. So, but I'm thinking about experimenting a little bit more with some just nice and easy type of recipes. Also, I do have a few like loaves of baguettes left in the kitchen. I'm even starting to think to myself, you know, with the amount of mushroom meatballs that I made, I might just go ahead and make myself like a meatball sub, but not the usual kind that you get from Subway, but mushroom and gravy kind. Let it kind of soak into the bread a little bit. Let it soak into the bread a little bit, you know. It's nice and toasted on the outside, but inside you got that flavor mixed in. Am I out of rounds? I am out of rounds. But I'm not out of options. Okay, now we can reload. Yeah, trying out some different recipes I also find online every now and again. Like I said, I don't mind cooking, it's just that I'm not crazy about spending hours upon hours trying to cook something unless it's for a special occasion. If it's just for me, any sort of recipe that's like 10 to 15 minutes, I don't mind cooking. I even saw this like one really interesting little mechanism online that I almost want to end up buying. Where it's kind of like this little box with a few slots and like a cleaver mixed in. And what it basically is you can literally make a whole sushi roll in like under 5 minutes just by using this little tool that I saw. And I was like, holy crap. I can legitimately just make sushi rolls in under 5 minutes. All I need is just the ingredients, some rice, seaweed, and this bad boy, and I'm good to go. No tongue. What did I tell you before? You don't even do tongue on the first date. Come on now. Have some class. Yeah, I saw that online and I just went, you know, out of all the things to actually create, I didn't think I would actually need something like that. Are you fucking hold still, god damn it. Oh, I'm completely out of rounds. But I'm not out of options. Come here. Come on, I could sidestep you all day. Let's do this. Okay, you know what? That'll work. Alright, I need to squeeze my favorite plush. And we got our health back. Still, it's gotta be one of my favorite little animations of all time. In order to regain health. Feeling bad. Lost a bit of blood. Arm feels like it's about to fall off. Just give this plushie a squeeze and you'll be right as rain. Well, I'm out of mana. I kept on hitting the small eggs with my sword. Ooh. This looks bad. Maybe if we just act casually and quietly, none of them will hatch. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Oh, you're new. The hell is that? Oh, or is that a pickup? That looks like a pickup of sorts. Alright, let's take a look. What a thrill. It also this kind of reminds me of Lucid in a way. Oh, what? Are you you look like a bug of some sorts. A womb key cries for its mother and skitters away. A womb key? Oh, it's probably for that door that we saw earlier. Ugh. I don't like where this is going. The fact that you said womb key only makes me think of that entrance is, okay. Alright, we gotta do some save scumming here. I know it's gonna be doing a lot of backtracking, but I refuse to give up all that progress. I refuse. Alright, take me to the save point. Yeah, another little fun game that I wouldn't mind actually streaming at some point, Lunacid. It almost kind of looks like this game, but a little bit more of a Souls-like in first person. It was actually recommended to me by Grand Gunman years back. I never really got around to finishing it because when I started getting more and more into PC gaming, my library was filling up and it kind of fell into the backlog a little bit. But I want to actually bring it back and fully complete it because I'll be honest, there were a lot of times in there that I actually was a bit spooked. Especially in the mines when you're literally getting hunted down by the Grim Reaper and he is just after your ass. Like, he is after your ass saying, "You've been down here a bit too long. I'm gonna kill you." Not really out of malice. I really don't want to go through here. It's wet, it's gooey, and it's got teeth. Ew. This is just, Alright, let's make this quick. Damn it. Okay, I might just have to switch to sword because I have almost no bullets on any of these guns. Come here, you. Gotcha. Well, at least we got plenty of mana, though. But good lord. Excuse me. I had a very, very big dinner. I actually went out and got myself a rice bowl at one of my local Japanese stores. They had a sale going on for some of them when I was trying to do some shopping, and I just thought, you know what? I haven't had a good rice bowl in a while. And it was really good. It had some red salmon in it, along with a few like crab meats and a little bit of mango cuts with the rice, believe it or not. Funny enough, it turned out pretty good, all things considered. I ate that with a little bit of the tea that I made, and you know what? It turned out really good. Surprisingly enough. Funny enough, a lot of foods have been getting more and more of like fruits added into it to kind of spice up the mix a little bit. But I'm pretty sure up until my dying breath that we're still gonna have that whole debate about pineapple on pizza. Which, I must say this, I actually don't mind it. Now granted, there will be a limit, right? Because I'm sure not every single fruit works well with pizza. But, you know, thin cuts of pineapple on pizza, it's not too bad as people think it is. Now granted, skepticism where it is due, I like pineapple on pizza, but I cannot for the life of me do like a chocolate milkshake with pieces of bacon stuck into it. That right there confuses the hell out of my taste buds. Because I like, you know, back then when I did like sweets, I like to have my salty first and my sweet last. Putting both salty food and sweet, and above all else, it being bacon in there. And I've even seen some people started to like dip French fries into like milkshakes and everything and eat them like that. And I just went, I know it's going to end up all in the stomach anyway, but I just feel like your taste buds would be so confused by the amount. Because, I mean, it's one thing to mix salty and sweet with more of natural ingredients. But when I'm seeing, like, someone put, like, a full, just, like, salty French fry into, like, a chocolate milkshake, as if it was, you know, them dipping it into ketchup, and then eating it, I don't know, man. That to me is kind of just, ugh. That's a bit, oof, for your captain there. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I might be in the wrong, but I feel like there is a certain limit to of just what things should be put together and what things need to be separate. It can be on the same table, but just keep them separate. Because at this point in time, if we keep this mentality up any further, we're just going to have smoothies that are going to be like everything smoothies mixed in. I mean, Lay's chips and chocolate pudding wasn't too bad. Yeah, see, I'm not too sure about like how I would feel about that. But then again, it's an acquired taste, I guess. Okay, time to enter the womb room. I hate this. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, there's certain things that. Okay, I'm gonna extend at least an olive branch of this much. Pretzels with chocolate work. I'm gonna say that much. Pretzels dipped in like Nutella, or just, you know, you put them through like a fondue of some sorts. That works. Like fruits and fondue work. Pretzels with the fondue work. Cheese and fondue, I very much question. But some things do kind of work. Oh, thank goodness, a save point. It's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, this looks like a boss fight. How lovely. I just hope we have enough. You know what? I'm just gonna break open all these pots just to make sure we are completely full on ammunition. There we go. Perfect. Ooh, we get a cutscene too. Nice. What the... Oh, you look lovely. And you are a tanky motherfucker, too. Ow. You kind of remind me of the antlion from Half-Life 2. Yeah, no, 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 no. Don't get so close to me. No. Yeah. Huh, I guess your weakness is your ass. Whoa. Alright. Woo! He wants a hug. Well, he ain't getting one. Ooh, new gun. You found a larva launcher. Oh, this is woefully disgusting. I love it. Alright, let's see what it does. Okay, you know what? That's not so bad. All things considered. Progress saved. I want to play around with this a little bit. Yeah, I feel like there does come to a point of where there are certain things that I just can't really stomach at the same time. It's pretty much the best way I can put it. Alright, let me see about the... I mean, fuck it, that'll work. You know what? That'll work. Alright, let's talk? Or are you another boss fight? You got some knockers on you, though. Hi. Okay, you're another boss fight. Lovely. The Hive Queen. Ow, 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 ow. That's a good thing we took all that ammo beforehand. Oh, she a limber one. Ow. And she whooped my ass. Okay, so he was the warm-up. She's the real boss. Guess diplomacy is out of the question. I think it's been out of the question. We got attacked by a furry, and now we're getting attacked by an insect queen. Starting to see where this game's going. Alright, can I skip this part, or is it gonna... Okay, so unfortunately we have to see the... We have to see this part every time. Looks like she's been taking some lessons from Virgil as well. Yeah. Ooh, got her. Oh, I guess you could say we disarmed her. Mission accomplished. Holy crap. Okay. Let's see if we got any prizes around here. Also, by the way, how's the audio for both the game as well as myself? Just kind of curious. Let me know if I need to be louder or quieter. Just be on the safe side. Alright, let's warp out of here. Whew, boy. Alright, one down. Okay, so that one's green. Okay, so reds mean we haven't done anything. Green means we did. Good to know. Okay, so you're practically using the same... Okay. Well, we got one eye. Let's see if we could do some shopping around here. Oh, you're new. Metro Bodyguard. Loon's up ahead. She'll give you the tour of the Ori. Oh. Okay, you still drunk? Ah, servant, come, come. Okay, trench gun. Warning, once this weapon has been melted, it will be lost forever. Oh, I don't want to melt any of these. No, I'm keeping all my weapons. You got me fucked up thinking that I'm going to get rid of any of my weapons. Fetch me wine. I had a very long journey, and it is impossible to unwind when the best they have here is a drink that is discolored slop they serve at those wretched kitchens. I mean, don't, you know, like, don't say anything bad about meat until you've actually tried it. Ah, jeez. And my feet ache. Serpent, could you... Wait. Where are you going? Oh, I nearly forgot to mention. Bear witness to my cauldron. I know you love trinkets, my dearest little... Anyway, hand me any weapons you find unsavory and I'll melt them down to their base components. Oh, okay, so it's practically what she told us before. I like her. She's funny. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Hello, stranger. What brings you to the Metro Nexus? I see it in your eyes. Oh, okay, so it's the same thing that we talked about last time. Okay, hey, I have an eye. Do I need two? Oh, okay, so I just need one to upgrade the doll. Nice! We got 2 charges now. I can provide a more specialized service if you have the coin, that is. Well, I mean, it was a bit of a rough adventure, you know. Could use a bit of relaxation. Okay. Can also upgrade our mana. Appreciate it, bud. Now I'll let you get back to smoking your hookah. I used to be big into those back then. Not anymore, though. I've practically quit that habit. But I always did, like, the non-nicotine ones. You know, the ones that are just practically just flavored vapor. And you know what? It wasn't too bad at the time. Can I save here? Nope. There should be at least a save point somewhere around here that I can... Oh, there it is. But yeah, back then I used to smoke like all kinds of hookahs back then. My favorite one, probably still to this day, would have to be Pirate's Cave. Because that one was so good. Like the taste of key lime pie with every single breath. Yeah, that was the good stuff. Hold on, let me warp back real quick. I need to check something here. But yeah, but at least back then, yeah, so we did do everything. Oh no, we're not. We're not going to level 5. We are not going to level 5. Level 2. But yeah, no, back then I would smoke like all kinds of just the more flavored ones. I used to smoke one called Black Pearl, and that was pretty good. Oh, what flavor was that one? Because I never, at least with all the hookah lounges I've been to, I've never heard of that one. I've smoked cold hookah too, where they had like a little dry ice vapor attachment to the nozzle. So instead of just smoking like the regular, just nice warm hookah, especially during the summertime, like you smoke that nice just cold air that ran through your lungs. Oh man. Let me tell you something. Especially after a couple of drinks, that shit sobers you up so quickly. Because number one, it's hot outside, so you want to cool off. And number two, just breathing that stuff in with your favorite flavor is just like, you sit there and you go, oh, like you wake up. You absolutely just wake up from that. Like you feel good. Friendly? You friendly? Well, you're not hostile, so I'm gonna leave you alone. But yeah, Pirate's Cave with cold hookah, man, that shit was, ooh, so good. I also, back then, when I was stationed out in California, I knew this one girl. She used to help run one of the local smoke shops near the area, near the Ventura area, and what was great is, number one, she was very chill. And number two, like the fact that she actually taught me and my buddy, because we would go there a lot when we had some time off, just to decompress and bitch about command. And what was interesting about it is just like she taught us how to blow like certain like smoke rings, do kind of like little smoke tricks for us and whatnot. It was a pretty fun time. Not to mention that it had a very interesting and just chilled vibe. Workshop fan disabled. Yep, that'll work. Plus they also had a separate room, so... Actually, wait. No, they had up to 3 rooms. So you had your main lounge area, right? And then you had your separate rooms where you had a more private party. And then there was a game room, right, that you want to go to. All you had to do is open and close the door. And you had big TVs with like 360s, PlayStation 3s, all hooked up with some old school games. And you would sit there, smoke and chill. And it was quite the scene. And especially for something like California, it was relatively cheap too. I can't remember the exact cost of it, but you could get a drink, a hookah, the flavor, all for roughly around 20 bucks. But then that was also including as well the military discounts that we had too. But it was a very nice place. A lounge that had 20 in the name. Just don't remember. It's been so long. Yeah. I can't remember the lounge's name worth a damn. Okay, you are not friendly. I think I broke him. I'm really low on health, on ammo. Well, he done blown up himself. Good to know. Yeah, Squishy, I need some help. Thank you. This is very industrial. I like this. This is cool. But yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the place off the top of my head. I do. The only thing I remember, at least being near that county, was funny enough, it was literally across the street from a Tilted Kilt. So after me and my buddies would get some food and some drink in us, we would immediately go to that place right after, just to kind of hang out and just chill, play some games, and then yeah, pretty much just head back afterwards. This is a damn good place. And like I said, for Cali, that place was really, really affordable. Of course, like the dry ice hookah, it costs a little bit more than the regular, because they needed to have all that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another hunter has joined. He is not friendly. Gotcha. Found a piece of a strange ore. Yeah, no, I got really addicted to that iced hookah real quick, because holy crap was that shit good. Because a lot of times whenever I did smoke hookah, it's just that, you know, especially when you're smoking a good amount with your buddies, you're gonna have that dry mouth to the point of where you say, okay, I need at least, you know, like an Arizona tea or something right next to you. That's right, Cafe X20. Ooh, that sounds fancy. But yeah, with this, like, dry iced hookah, though, whenever I smoked it, because, like, the vapors are nice and cold, like, it kept my mouth from running dry. So, bonus points for that as well. So I didn't have to, I didn't have to hydrate as much as I would with normal hookah. But whenever I came back home, it was just, it sucked because none of the places around where I used to live had it. So it bummed me out a little bit to know that it's like, oh man. Like, a lot of places either closed down or they didn't have the dry iced hookah, which, yeah. Highly recommend it if anyone still does smoke. Highly recommend trying it. You're just adorable. Ah, thank God, save point. I'm gonna take in some of this atmosphere. Oh, we got some... I don't know what the hell that is, but we got some things floating around in the water. It looks like a turtle if it was mixed in with a spider's head. Maybe... Oh, that's kind of cute, though. Maybe it'll help us actually cross the lava. It's kind of cute, though. Doesn't look dangerous. Just don't overdo it. Yeah, yeah. Ellie. Duly noted. A lot of things just tend to explode around here. But, yeah. I've never actually really got addicted to hookah. I did also, back then I was in a relationship with my ex who, like, the hookah lounge was practically like her life, so to speak. Like, that was her main hangout spot, which I didn't mind at first, but after I practically just quit hookah for good, I couldn't really stand that place anymore. If I'm gonna be completely upfront with it. It was nice back then when I was into it, but now when I just said, yeah, I'm looking after my health, I just can't really hit the same anymore. Well, that's ammo I'm never gonna get. Especially not in there. Oh, this kind of reminds me of that old lava place in Jack and Daxter a little bit. I still gotta get that figured out as well. Just thinking about the amount of stuff I still gotta do. My body's just like, okay, you need to go to bed. And I go, nope, nope. Gotta stay up. Gotta stay up and work, baby. Gotta stay up and work. But yeah, cold hookah was definitely something. It's so cute! Okay, looking at it up close, it kind of reminds me... It's not necessarily a spider, but what... You know what it kind of reminds me of? I forgot what they're called. You know, like those like little sucky fishes that would clean a fish tank, or if you've gone to Japan where they have those where you stick your feet in, they kind of just clean your feet, so to speak, with that. It kind of reminds me of one of those, just a little bit more chunkier. It's so chunky. Ow. Okay, as long as I don't stay in the lava for too long, I can still grab the necessary ammo I need. Okay, I should probably start using this thing because, good lord, the ammo and all my other guns. It's not there! It is not there, mate. There we go. There we go. There it is. Now we finally got some ammo. But I'll keep this out. Who knows? It might actually turn out to be pretty decent. Okay, so those things do fight back. Noted. Oh, we're about to Willy Wonka up in here. Yep. Ooh. Okay. Last spinning blades here. Better be careful. Plus, I also remember never to go back to a hookah lounge with one of my other buddies ever since he spiked the hookah bowl one time with Monster Energy. That was a huge mistake. Because I'm pretty sure that night, when he actually mixed that shit instead of just the regular water, that was the night where my body was going to decide whether I lived or died. Or whether my heart was going to decide whether I lived or died. Because good freaking lord. Try mixing uppy and a downy through vapors like that. Not a great idea. As well as in my defense, on the other hand though. Yeah, I like that. But in my defense, however, like, I didn't even know that was in the hookah bowl up until I actually asked him. Then he goes like, how do you feel? And was like, I feel like my heart's about to explode. My mind is clear, but my heart is telling me I'm about to die. What did you do to me? And, well, yeah, that was that was not a fun time afterwards. So I practically told him Never ever pull that type of shit on me again. Just use water. There's a reason. There's a reason why we're gonna stick to water. Gotcha. Okay, progress. Moving down. And ooh. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna go this way. Down this way. Don't fall off the edge. Nice and easy. No save point? Damn. Okay. Maximum effort. Oh yeah, we can't stay on these guys. He's a cute little guy. Oh, the problem is that you have to keep pressing forward just to stay on top. Ooh, save point. Much obliged. Progress saved. Oh, it doesn't refill my healing? What the hell? I honest to God thought it would. That's one out of the way. Oh, crap. Bugger me. Alright, let's use this one. Alright, that's one down. From the sounds of it, I think I got him. Yep. Whew. Okay. Oh, time to save, scum. Easy peasy. Wonder... Okay, well, the stream's holding up pretty decently. Well, I can't necessarily stream on Kick right now, due to the fact that it's not working. But at least between Twitch and YouTube, it still looks like it's holding up relatively well. Hold on. Let me give myself just a bit more gain here. Probably some behind the microphone, too. The only problem is it's so dark right now in the room. I can't see underneath. Okay, there it is. Just a little bit more. Nothing drastic, but nothing that's going to destroy anyone's ears. And yeah, we're good. Perfect. He's so cute. He's so adorable. Oh, there's a lot of you that are just stuck here, huh? Close quarters. Better bring out the boomstick. You butt stuck. Oh, hi. Look at all this ammo we just found. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay, well, we should be full on everything now. All things considered. Yeah. Been to a whole bunch of, like, different kinds of lounges. At least back then. Considering, Oh, I'm so sorry about that. If that scared you, I'm so sorry about that. I just wasn't sure if this was going to attack me or not. He seems fine, though. I haven't been to places like, chai lobby, like, chai lounge. Not lobby, but a chai lounge. Can I not squeeze past you? I guess not. Which, they weren't too bad, but I usually thought to myself, okay, if I'm just gonna be, you know, sipping tea somewhere, it's gonna be nice and relaxed. Yeah, no, they had an entire stand for a DJ to be there, and... Oh, shit. Okay, so you attack if you get attacked. Good to know. I'm so sorry that I hit you. Pets. But... what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. But they had an entire DJ booth in there, which... For one hand, I don't even know why you would want something like that. Especially in a chai lounge where people are literally, like, sipping tea on the floor and just chilling out. Like, that part really, really bewildered me. But yeah, what was even worse is just the fact that they had a DJ over there that... Like, I'm not a disc jockey myself, but I do feel that when you try to do a remix or something, we're doing the scratching and whatnot, there does come a point in a limit where you're scratching more than I'm actually hearing the song. And it was very, very hard to relax when all I hear is like the entire time. Like, imagine if you would, right? 20% song and like 80% just scratching the entire time. Ow. Squishy. Thank you. It actually got to the point where not only did I ask for another chai, but I also asked the manager if possible just to turn down the music a little bit. Just so that, you know, the scratching wasn't giving me a freaking headache. Because, I mean, I told the guy, I asked the DJ himself, I was like, hey, can you kind of, like, cut down on it a little bit? Like, I don't mind the music, but can you cut down on the scratching a little bit? And of course, you know, he didn't take my criticism too kindly. But after I told the manager about it, and after he listened for a moment, he just went, yeah, he's scratching a bit too much. I'm like, yeah, he is. So, could you tell him to cut it out? It would be greatly appreciated. But, you know, afterwards, when he actually stopped, funny enough, the rest of the lounge was looking at going, oh, thank God. I just went, damn. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one that told him to stop scratching, but it sounded like to me, the entire lounge was very unhappy with his performance. But like I said, you know, there comes a point in time where, like, the scratching complements the song, but if you're just scratching for the sake of scratching at this point over the music, yeah, no. Like, sorry, bud, but nobody's into it. Funny enough, though, like, after he took his little break and he was about to climb up back onto the stage, I felt bad for the guy because people started to boo him. Like, he didn't even start playing music, and people already started to boo him because they didn't want the night to be ruined with just more, like, scratched up music. So, he still ended up getting paid for the whole night, but the manager did ask him to leave. Which, I mean... the hell? Hold on a second. That was weird. But yeah. I mean, I looked at it and I just was like, dude, like, I get it if you want to, you know, keep things like nice and light, but if you're gonna have a chill place, like, number one, you shouldn't have pop music playing. Like, get some nice going a little bit. A little bit of R&B, reggae, jazz. Anything that's, like, more, like, soothes the soul type of music. And, well, with the DJ being gone, you know, he still needed some music to play. So, I ended up just hooking up my phone to the speakers for a little bit. But I turned it down, like, nice and low. I put on some R&B, some Bob Marley, just anything that I could think of that was just like, okay, like, let's think, you know, let's think smooth, right? Let's think about the area, so to speak. And funny enough, it actually turned out to be a pretty good time. Alright, enough about stories, time to lock in. Ooh, a big enough target for my needler. That's what kind of reminds me of the Halo needler, in a way. Alright, where you come from this time? Ow, 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 ow. Thank God I got 2 charges. Ow, ow, hot, hot, hot. Damn. Almost got him, though. Whoo! Okay. Great strange entity defeated. No. The fuck you mean no? I require heals. I love that, though. Just, I need healing. No. Ooh, found molten fists? Oh, here we go. Oh, we got some melee now. Alright, let's test these buggers out. Kinda reminds me of the gauntlets that Yang used to have. Or Yang had for Ruby. Ooh, speaking of which, mates, I actually did order the Gamer Subs Ruby edition, so it's on the way over. Can't wait to try out what it tastes like. That was the one thing I keep forgetting, because I ordered that stuff while I was like half asleep. But I'm just like, ooh, Ruby stuff. Yes, yes please. Brewme Factory. Hi. Are you just a little service bot? Yeah, you are. Can't wait to try out that flavor for when it shows up on my door. Oh, goody. More furries. Friendly? Nope, not friendly, not friendly. Come here, mutant. Damn it. Well, the fists definitely do work. Mutant. I just love the squeaking that it gives me. If I don't save scum, I'm gonna forget. Alright. The fuck you just called me? Damn it. The one time I needed the grenade launcher. The one time. Okay, they are fast. They are definitely fast. Wait. I definitely got some ammo. Ooh, perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Alright, we gotta be a little bit quicker with these guys. Okay. Oh, they got grenades as well. Thank you. I'm getting off here. Catch you next stream. Have a good night there, Andy. Oh, I hear you, you son of a bitch. Gotcha. I love how I keep reloading the revolver. It just literally sounds like an M1 Garand. It feels out of place, but at the same time, it's so funny. Okay, area is cleared. You need a key card. This is starting to feel a little bit like Doom. Gonna have to start gathering up some key cards. Oh, that worked. Boom! Gotta reload just to be on the safe side. Oh! Ow. Gotta give it a quick squeeze. Gotcha. Alright, let's see if I can snipe the rest of them. I'm pretty sure there was more. They're probably sneaking around somewhere. I'll take some ammo, though. I mean, credit where credit's due. At least they're feeding their workers. What exactly, I have no idea. Found the leg of a Saipo. No idea what that is, but if we're building a steampunked robot, I'm all for it. Anything steampunked? Hell, you got me. Hook, line, and sinker. Oh, the voices are getting louder again. Oh no. I like that. Ah, nose itchy. I think we gotta come back to this a little bit later. Because since the fans aren't working, we can't exactly progress either. Alright, back to the other room. Always gotta check, because you never know when someone just might be hiding. Okay, you are definitely not friendly. All this wonderful machinery and I have to kill it off. Real shame. Gotcha. Oh, we got no more heals left, so we gotta be real careful. Oof. You guys are not making this easy for me. And you know what? That's even better. I don't know about you, but that looks like a key card. Yoink. Uh-oh. I guess we were supposed to touch it. Whew. Okay. Moving on. Open up. Okay, so we gotta remember that this is the place we gotta go back to. Unless there's a switch here that I didn't notice that we needed to flip. It's kind of hard to tell, especially with old school graphics like this, where the levers are. Nope. Ah, well. No big deal. Let's see. At least the little server bars aren't causing us any issues. Alright, let's at least get back so we could save. Nice. And we got all of our charges. Okay, so what it looks to be that we need to have all of our healing charges spent before we can refill them. Kind of off-putting, but if that's how they want me to play it, then that's fine, I guess. What we got here? Nice. Every single time I find one of those sphere orb things, I'm definitely gonna save scum, because I really need to. Okay, let's go and see what we got over here. Oh, that'll work. I heard footsteps. I turned the corner expecting the worst. And there's just this little guy just minding his own business. It's like, oh, he's just a little guy. Okay, well this gun is perfect for these guys since it stuns them. Pathing not found. Error, error, error. Also, another game I really want to get back into. Same exact graphics too and style. Bolt Gun. Because they came out with the second one, I think, a year or two back. I've been really itching to play that one again. But also a couple of other newer games that I haven't had the pleasure of playing either, so... Nice. Okay, we found another part. Now we're getting somewhere with this. And before we leave, anything over here? Any secrets? Any secret walls? No? No. And here I thought we would actually find some. Oh well. Oh. I think they noticed me. Gotcha. Well, that worked. I like this little guy. Oh, he does a little dance for each heal if it's like back to back. Gotcha. Noted, those explode. Duly noted. Oh, that's one less I gotta worry about. Ugh. This looks like a meat processing plant. Nice! Yeah, I knew there was gonna be a switch somewhere for the fans. Just had to find it is all. Alright, now we gotta try to get back... to the save point without dying. There, now comes the fun part. The hell? Oh, those are the tubes that they came through. I was like, why is this open all of a sudden? Oh, right. Oh. I'm liking this grenade launcher, but the fact that we get so little really goes to show of just how much you gotta, you know, use your ammo sparingly. So far, so good. Actually, did we go this way? Yeah, we did. We did. Every single time I hear the pitter-patters of their feet, I'm just instantly thinking that it's like, oh, great, it's gonna be one of those things again. Ah. Please recharge my stuff. Thank you. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, we had to go through the lounge again to get back to those fans. Oh, crap. Yep, nope, that'll do it. Whew. Damn, these guys are not pulling any punches, are they? Damn, I'm out. I still can't get over that healing. Well, that's one out of the way. And that's two. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It was, you know, just, makes you sweat a little bit, don't it? Okay, now, let's go up this way. Ah, okay. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is where the key was. Wait, where were the fans? Oh, they're right over here. Plus, never been a real fan of bunk beds, though. Never understood the appeal of it. Just being at a higher spot, but knowing that the person above or underneath you could either climb down or just, I don't know, just wake you up in the middle of the night with no warning at all. Not to mention a lot of the bunk beds I slept on were just rickety as all hell. Come closer, I have a request. Okay. You are not one of them. The demons and their ilk. Are you their enemy? Then we are aligned. I am ID tag Saipo Unit 23-74 Charlie. Saipo, that's right. I am Saipo, the failed experiment. I kept my memories after conversion. I remember what they did to me. They have to die for what they did to me, what they did to my brethren, turning us into this thing, this wretched machine. Our goals are the same. Repair my functions, and I will assist you in destroying this monument of evil. This facility holds scattered remains of my full body, hidden after they discovered I still had my mind. Gather them. 2 legs, 1 shield, 1 gun. Bring them to me. Help me bring an end to this affront to life. Well, at least now we know where to find them. Well, we already got a leg and a shield. So now we just gotta find all the other parts. Let's open up one of these. There we go. At least they're pretty generous in terms of giving me the amount of ammo that I need. But the fact that we still haven't found all of his parts yet... Oh yeah, we still haven't gone through there. Alright, that'll work. We'll find all of his parts and then pretty much call it for the night here. Because I'm still recovering a little bit, so... It's gonna take some time for me to get back into being a night owl again. You need a demon key. Oh, come on, I'm good for it. Have to do something with these? Nope. Is it a machine demon? Or maybe even a cyber demon? Hey, a man can dream. Okay, I don't see anything over here. We'll try to look for the parts and see what comes up. Oof. Ooh, did you ever crack your neck so nicely that like you just get this massive head rush of blood and just focus? 'Cause good lord. That was like the perfect pop. It's like that pop you get from a chiropractor or a masseuse where it's just all of a sudden you think to yourself, you're like, ah, ooh. And all of a sudden you just get this massive head rush of energy, clarity, and all that good stuff. Yeah, because that's exactly what I just got, and woof. Okay, now I'm awake. Well, there's an entire belt up there, so I think we probably missed something up on the higher floors. Enough with the whispering. Okay. Oh, I can't do anything with that. Okay, yeah, so the fan... This is just the switch for the fans. I don't know if there's a way for me to actually get up there. Nope, there is. There's the door. Now the question is how? Okay. Looks like there's an entirely other end to this complex that we have yet to explore. Okay, well, I can't go on that pipe. Alright. And that way is to the demon room. Hold up. This is a shortcut. Yes, that's to the demon room. So that must mean we gotta go around to the other end. So there's gotta be a room we have yet to explore. Hold on. The walls are speaking fucking binary. And demonic. Ooh, demonic binary. Ooh. That's a scary thought right there. Oh. Oh. Hang on, let me check, because this room... Okay, so that room that room leads to there. I have my words backwards right there. And... well, these don't do anything. Alright, so this is the bunk beds. Maybe there's... aha! I knew I missed something around here. I was like, there's gotta be a spot we have not yet explored. The creepy ventilation system, of course! Who would have thought? Definitely one of those moments where, like, you really gotta figure shit out. Okay. Oh, we're back in the demon room. Well. Not what I was hoping to accomplish. I was kinda hoping for something else. But, Really, really thought I had that aha moment, but, I was wrong. I was wrong. But hey, at least we found a shortcut. Alright, let's check out the rest of this room. Maybe there was something in here we missed. So we got the big open vent right there. Alright, let me see. I don't think that's really a pathway. Alright, let's try this ventilation. Okay, so we're back here. So I have to gather all my parts. Remember, 2 legs, 1 shield, 1 gun. Okay. Okay, so now we're on top of here. Oh, there's the door. There's the door. Yep, we definitely have not been in here, that's for damn sure. Oh, that didn't take us too long. Ooh, found a gun. Nice. We're gonna have ourselves a little turret buddy here real soon. Okay, got that. We got some other parts as well. And we just found a shortcut. Are we missing anything else? Okay, so that's our map. Do we have an inventory? We do. It's our little journal. Alright, gun, shield, leg. Okay, so the only thing we're missing now is just the leg itself. But I feel like that's probably something we should probably save for another time. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting real tired here. Oh, I forgot about my other background. Hold up. It's not bar time today. It's chill time. It is chill time today. Nice. We got it playing again. Perfect. But yeah, I have to call it here for tonight. Like I said, I'm still trying to recover as much as I can, so but we will have some more fun happening again tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have the collab. Or is it Friday? No, Friday we have the collab, so tomorrow, usual day. I might start up a little bit earlier, depending on how I feel. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna have to do it for yours truly. But at least for tomorrow, I will also have a reading from the encyclopedia, so that's gonna be a lot of fun too. And we might do a little bit something different before we get back into gaming. So, just have to wait and see for that. But, as per usual, please do stay safe, and as always, stay free. Because we always remember that we are pirates, you and me. And I will see you all again tomorrow aboard the Copper Tiger. Have a wonderful morning or evening, depending on where you are. Till next time.